And Macron's battles are just one example. They show how deeply divided our world leaders are. They met this weekend for the G20 summit. What did the meeting achieve? Not very much, frankly, except for a deal to tax big tech. The G20 had little to show for in terms of progress. The leaders could not hide their sharp differences, even in front of the cameras. Our next report recaps the G20 summit for you.
They shook hands, hugged each other, visited historic sites, even threw coins into a world-famous fountain. The G20 summit this year didn't disappoint the cameras. The world's most powerful leaders were meeting after 2 years. Some were clearly out of practice. Like British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, he arrived late for the traditional family photograph. Thankfully for Johnson, his peers saved him a spot. One leader wasn't so lucky. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro was bumped off the family photo. The leaders in attendance didn't want to mix with Bolsonaro. The Brazilian president was isolated, even in the conference room. Look at how he was ignored. It isn't clear why Bolsonaro was given the cold shoulder. Some say it was because of his poor response to the pandemic. Others pointed fingers at Bolsonaro's security detail. They had punched a journalist during the event. Brazil wasn't the only country in the headlines for the wrong reasons. The organizers had to deal with several no-shows.
But are we doing enough to support them?
Leaders of 4 countries, China, Russia, Japan, South Africa and Mexico, skipped the event. As a result, the summit failed to deliver tangible results. The G20 remained split on climate change. They committed to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees, but failed to agree on ways to reduce emissions. The G20 vowed to support vaccinations for the Wuhan virus. They want to back the World Health Organization and vaccinate at least 40% of the world's population by the end of 2021. But without the supply of shots, this target seems like a long shot. The G20 also discussed issues like the global supply chain disruptions, the rising energy prices, and the global economic recovery after the pandemic. But they couldn't come up with a game plan to tackle the problem. Once again, the G20 offered a lot of photogenic moments. But the leaders have little to show for in terms of progress. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.